Hi gang, so today I'm going to make a new dish that I kind of really love back from my childhood, where my mom used to make a dish called stuffed green peppers, which I absolutely love. Stuffed green peppers is one of my favorite meals, but unfortunately I became allergic to green peppers, so I can't eat them. But I can eat red peppers, which are a wonderful food and a great source of diabetics can eat, and a lot of people looking for low carb stuff. So I was shopping around. I found some great, and I'll show you. A bowl full of good, delicious red bell peppers that I picked up today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my version of stuffed green peppers that my mom used to make with the red meat, which is high cholesterol, everything else, and I'm going to do it kind of a great fare, low carb, delicious for us. So everyone, I'm working on just cleaning out and paring those peppers. So I've already just kind of preempted a couple of them. So I'm just going to finish out this last one with you. And then we'll mix up all the ingredients real quick. You can save the tops. A lot of this is great around the sides. The seeds are great, by the way, for your garden. These are all organic. I prefer to take and just kind of trim out the stemmy parts. I don't know why, it just probably doesn't hurt you or anything, but it's just one of those things. And I'll clean it out and rinse it real quick in the sinks. And just have a nice flat kind of top here for it. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of mix up a little bit of everything. So I have already made some cauliflower rice with olive oil and garlic. And I roasted that a little bit in the oven just for a little while to kind of get that flavor going with it. And so it's really, you can see how it's kind of a little bit wet. It's nice just because the garlic's sort of soaked into it. And so has a little bit of olive oil I roasted it in, so it should smell really good. It's got a really nice texture to it as well. And then I'm going to add simply some of my pre-made chicken. So I'm going to add probably about, I'd say, 2 good cups full of the chicken to 1 good cup of the rice. And kind of just bring it together and stir it up inside of this mixture. It'll take just a second or two, and I'll show you why I pre-shredded this chicken while it was hot. I let it cool down some, by the way, so I don't scald my fingers, because I'm literally going to stuff these peppers with this mixture. And it takes a second to stir up, nothing much. So I'll take one of the peppers, I'll just kind of fill. I'm going to pack it to about, just about that level. So it's just a little bit left on the top. I like a little bit room, and I'll explain why in a minute. And then I'm going to set them down in my fancy crock pot as usual, because you know I'm going to go there. And I'll move that in so you can see what I'm doing as I do this. I'm going to make a little room in the kitchenette. So I'm just going to start kind of laying these in as I fill this in with that real nice mixture. And we should get a good, 4 peppers out of this. 5 peppers I got. These are some pretty big ones. So I should make it with this amount and not have any problems. But what I love to do, and you'll see in a minute, should just make it, I think, with this one. So maybe we'll end up with about 4. About 4 peppers this made that mixture, because these are pretty good medium-sized peppers. So I'll save the one. Maybe I'll cut it up for my salad later, or I might just roast it in with this pan. But they kind of fit real nice in. So these will fit real nice in there. And the last thing that I like to do is I'm going to bring in and put just a sprinkle of feta cheese right in this top. They're just going to add a great taste and kind of put a nice little layer on it. I like the tomato basil, because that brings back my tomato that I loved from my mom's original recipe. And I have to open up a plain one. And I'll shake it up just a little bit to break those crumbles up because I don't want them big. And just kind of stick it in there on the top. I could have mixed it inside. I tried once before mixing it in with the actual meat and the cauliflower rice. But I kind of liked how it looked when it was done. Just by doing this, it'll add a nice little base to this. Good thing about this is, you know, bloopers happen. So I got a good bit on some of this, so I'm gonna take a little bit back. And so we have our ingredients, looks terrific. But there we have a couple peppers. I'm gonna upright them a little bit here just so they don't burn or anything in the crock pot, even though I'm gonna cook it a little slower. And the final touch is I'm gonna add my dressing. And I mixed up, you can see the dressing already with just a little bit of that cayenne pepper, cinnamon, ground turmeric, and again, just a little bit of the lemon pepper seasoning and olive oil. But I added a little apple cider vinegar and a little balsamic vinaigrette. So I'm just gonna drizzle this over all these and use this as kind of the base. I'm gonna be pretty liberal on it because it will go through. And now I'm just gonna throw this whole mixture in my crock pot. So a little bit later, 3 hours and the grand reveal. Oh, looks fantastic. You can smell it, the juices are flowing. You can see all the on the bottom just cooking real nice. So I'll take this and serve it up on a plate and ready for dinner. You can smell the hint of cinnamon and everything, and the cheeses are all just starting to melt a little bit. It looks real nice, so I may leave it in just a little bit longer and just let that go. So guys, this is the serving. I decided to put it in a bowl, and I put a couple Brussels sprouts and just a little bit of steamed zucchini and yellow squash with just a spoonful, a couple, just to add a little bit more vegetables into me. And what a great meal. So I'm going to serve it in a bowl and I'm ready to eat. I hope you guys enjoy this. I think it's going to be a great meal.